Free Spirit Consultation.
And I got the giggles today. So hopefully we're going to have some lighthearted fun. I'm Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. Yeah, I was sitting here thinking about, we just did a couple videos and our pilot video, and what's it really called, this whole thing? What did I just say?
What's what called?
I'm totally... love improv. Clearly, sometimes.
Clearly it's improv.
Clearly we're improving. And so in the spirit of it, I just thought I would talk about where I'm at and what's going on with relationship. I spent 2 years in a long-distance relationship with my first love, and that came to an end. And it was a really long, drawn-out end. I probably, 3 months into a 2-year event, I probably should have ended it, but I didn't, and I got lessons out of it. And now I am just kind of beginning and starting up a new...
Super sexy.
Super sexy. Yeah, it's really sexy. But it's sort of, I just felt like today where I was like, how do I say, like, there's certain parts of my needs are getting met, but what about my heart?
Oh, let's dive into that.
What about my heart?
Well, you've got the companionship needs that we've been talking about, and that's really motivated you to connect.
Yeah.
And so what you're saying maybe is that you're not feeling that same love back. Maybe it's more of a friendship love, or it's an in-between playmate love. What is it that you're feeling?
I mean, it's definitely a playmate situation, but my thought process around it was really that the container is really permeable, meaning that it doesn't really feel like a long-term thing, and is that really in line with my goals? And it's not. I am trying to build a career and a business and support myself and invite a companion into my life that wants the same things I do. And that is actually the reason that it didn't work out with my first love, because we didn't want the same things.
Oh, so what you're saying is that you're recognizing the patterns.
I am, yeah.
And once we recognize the patterns, we're aware and awake enough to understand that we do go through these same relationship challenges. I think that being the second step is very difficult. We're aware, we see it. Now what do we do?
Now what? Now it's great. And I had it said to me that some of it's circumstantial, is that and this is a little cut and dry, that guys will commit when they want to commit, and if they don't want to commit, they'll use their past relationships as an excuse. That may or may not be true, but what I know that is true for me is that I kind of play with the ambivalent people that are, you get some of your needs met, but you don't get all of your needs met. And is it really up to the other person to meet all my needs?
Absolutely not. It's not. It's all about who you are and where you are in the center of your own interior environment, which of course houses your heart, which really manages your life. And so if you're looking for that relationship, but you don't have that with yourself completely, you're gonna move into those impermeable type places. And there might be a time and a place for that in your life, and that's where both parties have to have the same goals and the same ideas for that to work. Otherwise, someone's going to get really hurt, and that's not fun.
I also think I know I'm a really outcome-oriented person, and another discrepancy I think that can happen and has happened in my relationship is that I'm with people that are very like, let's just be in the moment, let's just be right now, let's not really think about the long-term outcome, and it just flips me out. I'm like, what do you mean? There's got to be forever somewhere. I got a clock and it's ticking, and can I pencil you in for 2050 or whatever? Are you going to show up for that? And And everything that's going to happen between here and 2050 doesn't matter as long as I know I can pencil you in. Pen, even. Sharpie.
So I can tell you that experiential-wise for me and other people that I've talked to is that you do, when you try to stay in the moment and just really breathe in that love together and enjoy every activity that you're doing. And there definitely becomes this really strong bond of friendship, which then can turn to something else. And if it does, I think there's a threshold. There's a threshold there where something needs to be decided, like you said, like you want to know. I want to know you're going to be here. I want to know I'm going to be married at this point, or whatever it is. There's a threshold there where those questions are no longer available to be answered by those parties, because you've already made that agreement that we're just going to see how this flows, not where it goes.
Right. That's really beautiful, to see how this flows, not where it goes. And do I have the patience not to panic? The answer is no. I panic all the time. I'm panicking right now. You can't tell.
And that's real, and you have to experience that emotion.
Yeah.
So we're not saying that it's going to be all hearts and flowers, because it's not. And that's what we're here to help provide, that support for all the viewers and even ourselves together, that this is what it's about. You know, it's about learning through love.
Definitely learning through love and recognizing patterns within yourself, and to allow yourself to have it, because
own it.
Panic is real, patience is real, and getting some, definitely real. Thank you so much, Sherry.
And thank you, Rebecca.
Yeah. Keep it sexy.
Love courageously.